I don't know if this is going to completely answer this question, but what I've noticed historically, even within my own organization, but other organizations, is that an attempt to, uh, I don't know if the right word is an attempt to look bigger or something of that nature, but we over title people. So I remember I was a 20-person firm and I created a director title for somebody. And I realized that what I did was I over empowered them in their position. One, two, I didn't really create a professional career pathing when it came to stages of their growth from a perspective, I guess is the right way to put it. And what we have to understand as CEOs, and when we do have boards, that what has gotten us to today doesn't necessarily mean it's going to get us to where we want to go tomorrow. But it doesn't mean that it's all needs to be a full on change. It just means that we need to assess what do we have that are core team members that really support the scalability, which ones fit in certain roles that maybe not support scalability, but support on continued success in what's happening. And what I mean by this is uh, what I mean by this is we really have to uh, give credence to what people's strengths are, and uh, not ask them to do things outside of their core competency. And my last example here would be, um, how many times do businesses promote their best execute execution individual? So in my world, you have consultants, and then you have managers of consultants, and then you have divisional managers or departmental managers. Then you have the leadership team on the director side. It is very common to take your best consultant and assume they're going to be the right person to manage because you want them to manage people to be like them. But very often, what happens is you take them outside of their comfort zone, you put them in a management position. It's not really what they enjoy doing, it's not what they're structured to do. And you actually take this high performing individual and you make them a mediocre performing individual. They lose confidence. They don't love their job. And all of these negative things happen out of it, all because of a good intention that wasn't well thought out. And so when I see or when I think about how I assess my leadership mix, I always understand where do people really succeed? What's their best traits? And I try to focus their duties, their responsibilities, their remit around that. And I don't try to ask them to do things that aren't what they would what they will succeed in. Because what I find is people that are good at what they do tend to be happier, tend to have more pride in what they do, and tend to uh, overachieve in those duties because they wake up every day positive about what they're going to work to do.